Hello, welcome to Waldorf Family video to show you how to put the Perpetual Calendar together if you've bought the add-on kit. So that means that you already have our Wheel of the Year and that could be on your table or perhaps on your wall. And then in the post you're going to have purchased from the Etsy store or our website or one of our distributors the add-on kit. Inside the add-on kit you'll have a small envelope with the parts inside it, and then you'll have the days of the week wheel and these two larger wheels which operate as the dates. So there are several things you need to do. The first is take the parts out. There's an instruction card which has got everything I'm going to say now for you to look at your leisure. So you can take that out, and then we're going to check that we've got everything we need in the envelope. In the kit you should have the outer date wheels, the inner date wheels, the day wheel, an interscrew, which is this screw here, which goes through the centre of the wheel. This is a self-drilling screw that's going to make the hole in the existing wheel of the year, that you have. 3 little washers. This is the brass cap for the very front, and 3 little cork feet. We'll put the cork feet to the side. You might not want to use them. You might be choosing to put the Perpetual Calendar that you make on the wall, in which case you'll need to buy a brass back post. Well, I'm going to assume that you have got the brass back post. If you haven't, then you just won't do that step. Okay, so clear off where you're keeping the Wheel of the Year. We keep ours on our table. So I've taken our little fire gnome off, popped him to the side. And the first thing is to locate the centre. I've done this in advance. And you can do that by measuring across and then halving it, and then you'll need a Phillips screwdriver. This is the only bit of home equipment that you're going to need. You get the self-drilling screw, pop it in the top and push down. As you turn it, it will begin making a hole. So I know I'm working on my wooden table and I'll need something to go under that. I'm going to use the pizza box to make sure I don't make a hole in the table. So if you keep on just turning the screw, I'm holding it with one hand and turning with the other. I'm left-handed, so you might be doing this the other way round. But as we go, that's drilling out the tiny shavings, and we're drilling from the front where the design is, because if it's going to make a small splinter, it will make that on the back rather than on the front. And you just keep going for a little while until you are all the way through the wheel, which I think is coming up. Sounds like termite ants. It's not, it's just this. Right, out it comes. You can feel as it goes through the back, and then you'll need to brush off the sawdust. Now this is the hole that we've just made with the self-drilling screw. You might want to grab a bit of sandpaper to just brush off the pieces, but you'll never see this side as the wheel goes together. You won't need this one again, so that can just go off to the side now. So now for the assembly. We're going to start with the very back wheel and the brass post. This is going to enable the piece to hang on the wall. I'm going to get the bottom half of the interscrew, which is this post section, and pop that through the brass post. And then I'm going to load on, like a sandwich, the date wheel onto there. I'm going to take a washer next and pop that on, just like a sandwich. So we go washer, wooden wheel. Then the next one goes on the top to locate the centre there, and on it pops. Putting the washers in between means that the plate will spin really easily on the top. And then there's another washer. Now we're going to put our newly drilled month wheel on the top. And that's going to take you to the top of this post. So now I'm going to pop this on the table, and I'm going to take the last washer and I'm going to just place that carefully on the top of the month wheel. And then this is our last layer. On this side of the interscrew, I'm going to pop on the bottom piece of the cap. So this is the part, you'll never see that part. It's going to sit on the screw like this, and it's going to enable you to screw on the brass top so that you don't see the top of the screw. In this one goes, and then I'm just going to turn it gently to have it catch the thread on the bottom side of the interscrew. I'm just screwing it up by hand, but you of course could use your screwdriver, which I'll use for the end half. There we are. It doesn't need to be super duper tight. You want a bit of looseness in it so that each plate spins freely. And then on the top of this one, we're going to put on the brass cap, and that goes on just by spinning around gently until it's snug on. And then there we have it. You've turned the wheel of the year into a perpetual calendar. The cork feet are to go on the back if instead of the brass post you'd like to use your calendar on the table still. Simply secure the cork feet to the bottom. This will lift up the bottom higher than the screw, and you can sit it on your table again for the fire gnomes to enjoy. There we go, and it's great as a centerpiece once again. Thank you very much for watching.